28 for 1. We are into the fourth over. Mavericks Mavericks have won the toss and have decided to bat first. A good start by them. We are into the power plays. 2 balls remaining in this over. The first 4 overs have been good. Harish Adnani on one side, Ankit on the other. Ankit is 15 of 14. Harish is 3 of 6. Yeah, 1 wicket. Oh, that just remains so very low. This is a fantastic pitch. In the last couple of matches, the ball has remained slightly low at times. Sagar, it's been an expensive over. He is a very good bowler. He actually bowls with a lot of pace. He would be bowling the last ball of the power play. 28 for 1 is what the score is. Zuta's presence 40 plus season 2.0 has been a fantastic tournament. Mavericks versus Unique. He is one of their better bowlers. Sagar, he is their pace bowler. But he has gone for runs and they have taken chances against him. The ball is moving towards the mid-wicket region. Will it race away? Yes, it will. The last ball accounts for a boundary. 33 for 1 at the end of over number 4. Harish Adnani starting off brilliantly. He gets his boundary, first boundary. The score at the end of over number 4 is 8 runs per over, 32 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. So the score is 28 for the loss of Prashant. Prashant, who was out for a blob. Is the battle for third and fourth position of Group B. Zuta's presence 40 plus season 2.0 has been a fantastic tournament. We saw some great innings, great performance from many players. Also, we saw some great matches going down the wire. Yesterday's grand finale of the other group, that was a fantastic one. It went on to the last ball and the match was won in the second last ball of the 40th over, the second innings 20th over. That was such a spectacle to watch and it was the last wicket standing. So any result was possible. Win for either of the teams, a tie, maybe a super over. That didn't happen. And the Phantoms won against a very, very strong team of Old Monks. Here even, the Uniques are slightly better with their results on their account. But Mavericks have started off well, especially Harish and Ankit. So Ankit is 15 of 14 and Harish has hit one nice boundary in the last ball of the previous over. It would be Sandeep to continue from the highway end. Finally, Sandeep gets everything right and starts to bowl the 5th over. It's a team of oh, that is a wonderfully bowled away going delivery. Right on the spot and it moved away. You may feel he's a very, very innocuous bowler. You can take chances against him. But he is the one who can pick up a few wickets. Ankit is 15 of 15. Mavericks 32 for 1. We are into the 5th over. Oh, that's a short pitch there. That was disdainfully put away in the square leg region for the second boundary in the space of 3 balls. In fact, it is in a saved over there. It just looked like racing towards that mid-wicket boundary. A couple. With this couple, the score moves on to 34 now. 34 for 1. I thought it would race away for a boundary. The ball just stopped and the fielder just did a great job of saving the couple of runs for his team. 34 for 1 is what the score is. Ankit is on 17, 17 of 16. Harish is on 7, 7 of 8. Sandeep bowling his first over. Zuta's presence 40 plus season 2.0 has been this is short. This is pulled into the same area. Again, the same result. So twice in 2 balls he has bowled short and he has conceded those 4 runs. He should be happy that he did not go for more than 2 runs. Tennis ball kind of pounce at times, and at about times the ball is remaining little low. That hasn't happened on the wickets so far. It's a beautiful wicket generally, but ball has remained low in the last couple of matches. So some work has to be done for the groundsmen so that the wickets are the same beauty as they were before. Continuous wonderful matches on this ground. So the score is 36. We are into the 5th over. That's the first over of Sandeep. That's wonderfully played. The ball is racing towards the mid-wicket region. They have done the first one quickly, and that is what they are going to get. In fact, the fielder misfielded, and they get a brace. Every time the ball is hit into the deep, you should always be taking the first run quickly, because every opportunity comes in to get the second runs. You should be ready for it. That's what exactly happened. They took a couple. They did not run with that urgency, but as soon as they saw the ball moving away, they took the second one. The score is 38 for 1. Now we are into the 5th over. Yes, conceded a few runs now. That's outside the off stump, and the ball would race away for in that region of first slip. It was edged, and 4 runs. Look at the ball. It took at the outside edge, and the ball just moved away from the wicketkeeper. That was a second slip catch. That far it went. The score is 42 for 1. We are into the 5th over. This over has been the one in which some runs were scored. A boundary, 2 couples, and 2 singles. 10 runs of this over so far. Will the last ball go again for a boundary? It is racing towards the point region. It will go again for a boundary. Slashed hard for 2 consecutive on the boundary. The previous one wasn't a convincing one. This was a good shot. The score 46 for 1 at the end of over number 5. Ankit is looking in great form. The previous match also he was looking good, and he got LBW. He wasn't happy, but today he's making amends. Fantastic batting by Ankit. So Ankit, fantastic. This is the big mega event. Just wonderful extravaganza, crickvaganza, 10th nights, 11 days of fantastic cricketing experience in a wonderful country. UK Tour 2022, Zooters UK Tour 2022 would be an experience for the people who are going there. The numbers related to all your money related issues or the booking amounts and all, those are there put in for you. 7 matches of 30 overs each. That would be a very, very different experience. 20 matches we enjoy. 50 matches is a little too long, but 30 overs matches you people can enjoy, because many people would get a chance to bat and even bowl. Anyone experience some great matches in that wonderful country. It includes your clothing, your airports and all. So nothing to go detail into, but that tour would be a very good one. 25th June to 4th July. Also, in the month of November, Zooters would be going down under, and that also would be a great experience in Australia. So we would be heading towards west in the next month, maybe in the month of June, when the monsoons come in India. We are going to dodge the monsoons and go and enjoy our cricket in UK. 46 for 1 is what the score is. And this is again slashed hard. This will again race away towards the boundary. What a shot. And this is making use of the pace of the ball. The ball races away towards the boundary. So consecutive boundaries. Boundaries and boundaries in the last 8 to 9 balls. Boundary in the last ball of the 4th over. Then we saw a few boundaries in the 5th over. And now boundary of the first ball of the 6th over. The last 2 balls of the 5th over were for boundaries. The first ball of the 6th over again is for a boundary. So boundaries, a series of boundaries in a space of 8 to 9 balls. In fact, 4 of them. So 50 up into the 6th over we are. 5.1 overs, 50 runs on the scorecard. Both the batsmen going great guns. Amit and Rajesh. Harish, I beg your pardon. And that has gone for another boundary. Oh my God. So 54 now. This is 4 boundaries of 4 balls. The last 2 balls of the 5th over went for a couple of boundaries, and then The first two balls of the sixth over also have gone for boundaries. So 54 for 1 in 5.2. So the mistake which they are making, they are pitching the ball up and they are giving a lot of room. And even if they are bowling short, again they are giving a lot of room. So they are taken advantage of. Outside the off stump, the umpire would declare it as wide. 55 is what the score moves on to. Suddenly, some fantastic batting. They started off very normally, but in the last 1.2 overs, they have scored 23 runs. 23 in the runs in the last 8 balls. In fact, last 14 balls. The first 4 overs went for 32, and in the next 1.3 overs, they have got 23 runs. 9 ball 23 after the power play. So just imagine what was the power play for the first 4 overs or over number 5 to 6. So with that single, the score will move on to 56 now. 56 for 1. First 4 overs 24, and after that madness by these two batsmen, Ankit and Harish. They have batted well and they have hit shots just like this. Again into the covers. Just a single. 57 for 1. So the last 2 overs, they have scored 25 runs in 1.5 overs. Ankit and Harish both hitting a series of boundaries, both hitting a couple of boundaries each in space of 5 balls. Oh, that's nicely done. That is into the covers. This will race away towards the boundary. What a shot this is. 4 runs. 61 for 1 at the end of over number 6. Harish, he is on 20. Ankit, he is on 30. So 61 for 1 at the end of over number 6. So 61 for 1 at the end of over number 6. Ankit and Harish have played well. Ankit 30 runs. Harish, that's outside the off stump. With that wide, the score will move on to 62 now. 62 for the loss of 1 wicket. Ankit and Harish have batted well. And the mistake what they have done, they have not gone down the leg side, but they have given a lot of room outside the off stump, which has given the batsmen to just free their arms and score into that region, right from covers to deep point and maybe area behind point. Ankit bowling facing Sagar. Oh, that's nicely done, played with the soft hands. We have one bowler from West Indies, Odeon Smith. He bowls in that action. There are a few more bowlers who used to bowl this way. England's, I don't remember the name of the bowler, but he had a similar kind of action. Devon Malcolm. Yeah, Devon Malcolm had this kind of action. Oh, that is nicely bowled. Vicky, in fact, Sagar has bowled really well, but he has conceded a lot of runs. When you have a pace, you need to control that pace. If your pace is not controlled, the ball will go wayward and you will leak some runs. That's what had happened with Sagar. In the first over, he gave away 15 runs. Now, in this over, he has just given a couple. Oh, that's down the leg side. Clearly down the leg side. Harish Adnani and Harish Adnani and Ankit have played well. Ankit 31 of 22. Harish Adnani 20 of 15. Both of batting at similar kind of run rate. In similar kind of strike rate, around 125, 130, that kind of. Oh, that's nicely played. With that single, the score will move on to 64. 64 for 1. We are into the 7th over. Mavericks versus Unique. Mavericks have begun well. They won the toss. They decided to bat first, and their decision to bat first has fully been justified with the great start by these two batsmen, Ankit and Harish. Oh, that's not a good shot. That's not a good shot at all. He must be feeling very, very happy that he did not nick that one. Ankit, he needs to be careful. The last ball of the 7th over of Mavericks innings, Sagar would be bowling the last ball of his second over. He has been expensive. The first over went on for 15 runs, but in this over, just 3 runs. So, 3 overs, they got 32. So I beg your pardon, 4 overs, they got 32, and then in the next 3, they again got 32. That's nicely bowled. Will they go for a second? Yes, they will. Fantastic running. And with this brace, the score will move on to 66. 66 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of over number 7. They are going in excess of 9 runs per over. The ball is racing. Yeah, a couple of runs would be added. The score moves on to 68 now. Oh, that's a good shot down the ground. With the single, the score moves on to 69 now. Sandeep bowling his second over. That's nicely hit. Just a single. With the single, the score will move on to 70 now. 70 for 1. The ball has gone towards the mid wicket region. They take a brace. With that brace, the score will move on to 70, 72. 72 for the loss of 1 wicket. That again would be there in the covers just for a single. With that single, the score moves on to 73 now. We are into the 8th over. Mavericks 73 for 1. Last ball of Sandeep's over. That's it down the ground. With that single, the score moves on to 74 for 1 at the end of over number 8. So 74 for 1 is what the score is. We are into the ninth over. Ankit, he's on 35. Harish has quickly come in close to him with 27 runs. 74 for the loss of 1 wicket. Oh, that's a full toss and taken on the full and hit into the square leg region. He would be happy that he did not go for more than 1 run. 75 for 1. We are into the ninth over. Sudhir bowling the first ball as a gift. Harish Adnani is on 27 of just 20. He has hit a series of boundaries, and all of a sudden the scoring has stopped. They're not getting of boundaries, maybe last 1 over or so, but in the over number 5 and 6 they were scintillating. They hit 5 boundaries in space of 13 balls. That's hit down the ground, that's hammered down the ground. In fact, just for a single, maybe single, with the single the score will move on to 76 for 1. Ankit and Harish have looked good. Ankit is 36 of 25, Harish is 28 of 21. Almost identical strike rates they have. That's a good shot and up and over into the mid wicket region. They should be going for a second one. They will be going for a second one. And a couple of runs would be added. The score moves on to 80 now. 78 for the loss of 1 wicket. So 78 for 1. We are into the ninth over. That's outside the off stump. The ball is hit into the covers. And they take a couple again. 80 runs on the scorecard now. We are into the ninth over. These two batsmen have played really well. So the best game of the teams are coming in the last matches. 80 for 1. Mavericks have begun well. They have not had a good tournament, but they are making up with some good work. Ankit is 40 of 29. That is a strike rate of almost 135, 140. And Harish is 28 of 21. 28 runs of just 21 balls. It would be Sudhir who would continue. He has given away 6 runs in this over. That's a short pitch delivery. Did not meant to go where it was supposed to be. With the single, the score moves on to 81 now. 81 for 1. We are into the ninth over. He has conceded 8 runs in this over. Harish is on 28, 28 of 21 balls. Ankit is on 41, 41 of 30 balls. Harish Adnani. Oh, that's played with the soft hands. The score at the end of over number 9 is 82 for the loss of 1 wicket. Run rate of just about 9 runs per over. That is 9.16 to be precise. So the score is 83 now, 83 for 1. That's played with this. Oh, that's good effort, but cannot stop that from going for a single. 84 for 1 is what the score is. Oh, that's nicely bowled, and this time good effort by Sandeep. He wasn't successful in stopping the single the previous time. This time his efforts have bore fruit, and he has stopped them from going for a single. So good committed bowling and fielding by Harish, by the bowler Sandeep. Ankit is on 41, he's on strike. Harish is on 30, 30 of 23. What a shot into the mid wicket region. This goes steaming away for a fantastic boundary. 88 for 1. That's nicely done. He's on 47. He just one shot away from getting his well deserved half century. He has played well, has Ankit. Ankit and Harish Adnani. Ankit is 47 of 33. He goes for the big one down the ground. Will it go all the way? Yes, they go for a second one. He's on 49. 92 for 1 is what the score is. Maybe on this ball, he might just get his 50. Fantastic scoring rate this one is. They have scored 60 runs in the last 5.5 overs. Almost 12 runs per over. Oh, he still has to wait to get his 50. The score at the end of over number 10 is 92 for 1. Ankit is on 49. Harish is on 30 of 22 balls. So 92 for 1 is what they manage in the 10 overs. Ankit is on 49. Harish is on 30. Ankit will have to wait to get his 50 because it would be Harish who's on strike. Harish is 30 of 23. Om Yadav, who bowled really well in the previous match, comes into bowl. Played with the soft hands with the single. The score will move on to 93. And chance for Ankit to get his 50. A very, very well deserved one. 35 balls, 49 runs. He might get his 50 in 35, 36, 36, 37 balls, which would be a good achievement. Oh, that's played with the soft hand. That's 50 for Ankit. 51 in fact. 51 of 36 balls. Ankit has played well. He is not out on 51, 51 of 36. And he has played a good innings. Om Yadav, he comes in, actually tries to rip the ball like Ankit Mishra does, but does not get a lot of turn. His grip is a unique one, not like the traditional bowlers. He tries to bowl with his wrist at times, uses the fingers at times. 95 for 1 is what the score is. Ankit is 51 of 36. Harish is 31 of 24. It would be Ankit who has to consolidate this innings now. For the next 4-5 overs, he does not have to give his wicket away. He has to make it a big one. Oh, that's nicely done into the cover. The ball will race away towards the cover's boundary, and this would be stopped just inside the boundary. A couple of runs would be added. With that couple, the score moves on to 97. 97 for 1. We are into the 10th over. Ankit is racing on. He's on 53 now. And this is what you do. When you are getting a 50, you should be consolidating your innings. 97 for 1. We are into the 11th over. They are going somewhere close to 9 runs per over. Oh, he has cleaned him up with the straighter one. So Om Yadav gets his man. He gets the wicket in the very first over he bowls. Ankit gets out on a well-made 53. Gets out immediately after a couple of balls after getting his 50. And this was a straighter one. That's another wicket down. 97 for 2 in 10.4 overs. The last two balls of Om Yadav's fantastic first over. He's got a wicket. And the man who was well set, who scored his 50, gets out clean bowled. Om Yadav, he did not do anything special, just put the ball in the right area. The ball just was bowled slightly quickly, went on with the arm, and he got his man. Was that dropped? From the reactions of the wicketkeeper, he was dropped in fact. So the last ball of the 11th over. He bowls his quicker one again. The score is 97 for 2 at the end of over number 11. Successful over by Om Yadav. He picks up wicket of Ankit, who was playing so very well. So 97 for 2, in fact, after end of over number 11. So Prashant Moria comes into bowl. 97 for 2. Harish Adnani is 31 of 24. So that's a short pitch ball. The ball is racing towards the fielder in the square leg region for a single. Score moves on to 98 now. 98 for 2. Moves on to 99 now. We are into the 12th over. They're scoring at a brisk rate, just under 9 runs per over. Prashant Moria bowling his first over. 2 balls, 2 runs against him. Harish, I think, would go big against him. This ball is going to travel. Instead, he plays slightly with soft hands and takes a run. With the single, the score will be moves on to 100 now. 100 for 2. That's played off the back foot. And that would be only a single. 101 for 2. He has started off well, has Prashant. He bowled well in the previous encounter. He took a couple of wickets and he looked good with his leg spinners. Last ball of Prashant's first over. He has conceded 4 in this over. So that's not bad considering the run rate, which has been going close to 9 runs per over. But the last ball may still be dispatched for a boundary or so. Harish Adnani. He tries to hit big and was almost cleaned up. Score at the end of over number 12 is 101 for 2. 4 runs of the first over of Prashant Moria. So 2 wickets in 2 overs for Om Yadav. He got the wicket in the very first over he bowled, and also that was the fourth delivery. Here he got the wicket in the very second ball of the second over. So his figures are fantastic. Now he has picked up 2 wickets, and both the wickets clean bowled. And he has got both the partners, both the batsmen who are playing good. He got Ankit when he was on 53, and he has got Harish who was on 33. A great innings by Harish, gave good company and batted really well with Ankit. So they would be happy with their outing. Ankit and Harish, great effort. So 102 for 3, we are into the 13th over, and Om Yadav has picked up the second wicket. In fact, both the batsmen who were set were sent back by Om Yadav's brilliant bowling. Ankit played well. Ankit was out for 53, and even the other batsman Harish, who played really well, was again claimed by the same bowler Om Yadav. 102 for 3. Mihir Mehta is the new man in. Mihir, the skipper of the team. That's nicely done. Opens his account with a single down the ground. 103 for 3 in 12.4. Harish Adnani was the last man out. He was out for 33 of 29. He has given away a couple of runs in this over, has picked up a wicket. His figures read fantastic. 1.4 overs, 7 runs, and he has got 2 wickets. 2 wickets of two well set batsmen. Well, that was a beauty. With the single, the score will move on to 104. Om Yadav has bowled consistently well. Does not extract a lot of turn from this wicket. Tries to keep the ball within the stumps and takes it slightly away. Well, that again was a quicker one. The score at the end of over number 13 is 104 for the loss of 3 wickets. So Prashant, well, that's nicely bowled. Ryan, Ryan is 4 of 8. Oh, that's a short pitch. That's a dispatched. That is dispatched with disdain, and that will race away for a fantastic boundary. With this boundary, the score will move on to 108 now. 108 for 3. That's nicely done with soft hands. The ball will race towards the point region. With the single, the score moves on to 109. 109 for 3. So that's nicely done. The ball is racing towards the mid-wicket region. He goes for the big one. The ball has gone up high in the sky. The ball is just inside the boundary for a couple of runs. With this brace, the score will move on to 112. 112 for 3. Oh, that's a supreme shot. What a shot this is. This is straight to the fielder, and what a good catch. Fantastic catch by the fielder over there. Great catch. Number 9 of the unique cricket team. That was a good shot, but the catch was even better. So Ryan gets out in an attempt to get some quick runs. He had a good shot, but the ball unfortunately went straight to the fielder who was stationed over there. He did not have to move right. He did not have to move left, but the ball straight into the hands of the fielder over there. 112 for 4. Last 6 overs remaining. Hundred and 12 for 4. The last 6 overs swimming. Om Yadav picked up a wicket in every over he has bowled. That's it down the ground by Mihir for a single. Mihir and Sumit both new to the crease now. 113 for 4. So 35 balls remaining, and in which to make a difference. Sumit would be trying to stitch a small partnership with Mihir Mehta. He would come round the wicket to the left-hander. That's it, straight to the fielder, and they take a couple of runs. With this couple, the score moves on to 115 now. 115 for 4. 115 for 4. We are into the 15th over. Om Yadav has picked up a wicket in every over he has bowled. He has got a wicket in the first over which he bowled. He got Ankit. Then he got Harish's wicket. And will he get a wicket in the third over? Oh, that's nicely bowled. Beautifully bowled. In fact, Om Yadav weaving his magic over there. He has got a wicket of the fourth ball of the first over. He has got the wicket in the second ball of the second over. Will he get a wicket again? And that's nicely played. With the soft ends and running has been brilliant. With the single, the score moves on to 116 now. So they're coming close to 8 runs per over now. So he may here hits it very strongly, but straight to the fielder. Unfortunately, he does not get any shot, any runs for his shot. 116 is what the score is. Last ball, they are somewhere around 8 runs per over. They are hovering around 9, but this over number 10 to 15, they have got just 24 runs. So this 5 overs, Om Yadav has bowled well. 3 overs and just 12 runs, and he has picked up 2. Mihir tries to go big. The ball will race away towards the boundary. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 byes. With those 4 byes, the score will go on to 120 runs exactly. So that is 8 runs per over at the end of over number 15. .120 for 4. Last 5 overs remaining. Sandeep would come again to bowl his third over. In fact, that's outside the off stump. Wide being called. With this wide, the score will move on to 1 to 1. So that's slashed and slashed hard. The ball is racing towards the region behind point. That's a good call. That's a good call. There wasn't a second in it. 122 now. Mihir Mehta on strike. Sumit Kapoor on the non-striking end. Mihir has tried to break free. Will he go for a big one? I think this would be his first boundary. He tries to break through, but the ball will fall short of the wicket keeper. In fact, he dropped it. He's not happy. Ball just went high. He just ran across maybe 10-15 meters and just managed to get the tips of these gloves. One, two, three, four, 4 in 15.2. Couple of runs for the batsman. 125 for 4. Sumit and Mihir. Sumit Kapoor and Mihir Mehta. 1 to 5 for 4. Oh, that's a full toss. The idea was right, just to give direction to the ball, hit the ball in that area just behind the third man, because the short third man was in. So if he had beaten that fielder, he would have got the 4 in the man at 45. Oh, that's good work. Great work, in fact, by the wicketkeeper. He saved 4 runs for his team. "125 for 4" is what the score is. The last ball of Sandeep's third over coming up. Oh, that is swiveled and hit past the fielder over there in the fine leg. This will race away for a boundary. He was playing with those field placements quite inside, and he has paid the penalty for bowling it down the leg side. Nicely done. The batsman finally getting what he wants. The score is 129 for the loss of 4 wickets at the end of over number 16. That's nicely bowled. 129 for 4 is what the score is. Mihir and Sumit trying to stitch up a partnership. They need somewhere around 40, 30, 40 runs. 30 runs maybe in the remaining 3.4 overs. Mir has run well. He is a player with a very good attitude. He has converted that one in. Oh, he hasn't taken, in fact. Sumit, not good running from Sumit. Wasn't aware. Sumit has hit some good boundaries. 130 for 4. 21 balls remaining. In 21 balls, if they happen to get 30, 35 runs, they would be happy. If they happen to get more than 35, they would be pleasantly happy. Let's see whether they are able to achieve that target. 21 balls, and in which to get those remaining 30, 35 runs. Prashant bowling his third over. Lots of Morias in this team. Sandeep Moria, Prashant Moria. He's a pretty good all-rounder, Prashant. The ball is racing towards the fine leg region. If that will go just for a single. 131 for 4. Two balls remaining of Prashant's third over. He has bowled well. He has conceded 14 runs of 16 balls. Couple of ball dots and then a couple of singles. I think Mihir Mehta is going to go mad on this ball. He's going to go big. He tries to go big, but the ball straight to the fielder in the square leg region who misfields, and they come back for a brace. With that brace, the score will move on to 133, 133 for 4. Last ball of Prashant's third over. 133 for 4. We are into the 17th over. Mihir Mehta is on 7. Sumit Kapoor is on 11. Oh, that was well bowled. Score at the end of over number 17 remains on 133, 133 for 4. Mihir Mehta on 7. Sumit Kapoor on 11. Hundred and 33 for 4. Last 18 balls. Sumit has got 11, 11 of 9. Mihir has got 7, 7 of 12. Hundred and 33 for 4 is what the score is. And he has got his man. 133 for 5 now. Shashank getting Sumit's wicket. He was looking good. And they need a few runs in the remaining overs. नंतर call. 133 for 5. We are into the 18th over. 133 for 5. We are into the 18th over. Oh, that's nicely hit. With the single, the score moved to 134, 134 for 5. Mihir Mehta is 7, 7 of 12. Now that's nicely bowled by Shashank Maurya. 3 Mauryas in this team: Shashank, Prashant, and also Sandeep Maurya. So 3 Mauryas in the same team. A couple of them good all rounders. And we saw the 3 Mauryas fighting it out in the day match a couple of days back. He was the last one to come. The man on your screen, Shashank Maurya. He was fighting. Prashant was playing good. He got away his wicket. Then Sandeep got out. And then finally, Shashank came and he was bowling. He batted really well. 134 for 5. We are into the 18th over. Mihir Mehta, he is 7, 7 runs of 12 balls. Oh, that's it. Up and over into the covers. Straight to the fielder. 136 for 5 now. In fact, 135 for 5. Hundred and 36 for 5. We are into the 18th over. Rajiv, he is 1 of 1. Shashank bowling his third over. He has picked up a couple of wickets. He's given away just 18. But that is great bowling. He was in the process to get one. That's a good call. That's a wide. With this wide, the score will move on to 137. 137 for 5. 12 balls remaining. In fact, 14 balls remaining. That's a miscue. Oh, that's a great effort. The ball is swiveling, moving. They have to a couple of runs. Will they go for the third one? Yes, they will. That is great running from Rajiv and even Mihir. So Mihir comes on strike. The score is 140, 140 for 5. Mihir is a trier. He may not have the big shots, but he's the one who fights it out over there. He's the one with a great attitude, and he's the one who makes that impact on the players, makes them work hard, and makes them believe that they can compete. 140 for 5. Mihir Mehta is on strike now against Shashank Maurya. He has hit down the ground, just short of the fielder, and that is great running by Rajiv again. A couple would be added. With that couple, the score moved to 142, 142 for 5 at the end of over number 18. So the 2 overs of batting power play, the pass surge. Generally, the pass surges are meant to be taken for the run rates to be taken to a different level, for adding an impetus to the innings, for making the run rate go a little higher. But here they have tried and taken it into the 19th and the 20th over. Shashank, in fact Prashant it would be, to bowl the 19th over. Shashank Moria bowled the 18th over. It would be, I think, Prashant to bowl the 19th and Shashank to bowl the 20th. Hundred and 42 for 5. Rajiv is on strike. Mihir Mehta is the man on the non-striking end. Prashant Moria has taken a lot of time to set his field, and this would be pass surge over, so that only two fielders would be allowed to field outside the restricted area. So he's going to ball right arm leg spin to Rajiv, and Rajiv would like at least to have a couple of boundaries, just clearing that space of the ring of fielders. Oh, that's a leg spin being attempted straight to the fielder. Unfortunately, does not find the gap. This was meant to be hit into the cow corner region. Two fielders who are allowed to be outside the fielding restrictions. One is into the long off region, the other one in the mid wicket region. So two fielders who are stopping the single, wideish long on and a wideish long off, I would say, or the player in the extra cover. That's a full toss. This will be running towards the square leg boundary. No one's going to stop this one. This one, in fact, will go for the first boundary of the passage. The score is 147 for 5. The first one wasn't penalized. The second one was punished, rightly so. Score is 147 for the loss of 5 wickets. That's a leg spinner attempted. Taken on full. Mihir Mehta using his reach to good effect. Getting a boundary for his team. A very, very valuable one. So the captain is fighting it hard over there. He's on 14 of 16. The 100, which was less than 100, has slowly come close to 100. In fact, it might get to 150 also. Oh, that's in the air, and that is popped out of the hands. 148 for 3. 48 for 5, I beg your pardon. Look at the leg spinner being attempted. The ball bounced quite prodigiously. And this was a regulation chance. At times easy catches are also popped out. You can see that on your screen. 3 balls of the 19th over. Oh, that was so very short. Could have dispatched it anywhere. Oh, that's a cracking shot. The ball is moving towards the mid-wicket region, and that's a couple to added. With this couple, the score moves on to 150 now. In fact, the batsman gets out. What good fielding effort that is. 149 for 6, in fact. Seven balls remaining. Rajiv is on strike. Oh, that's nicely done. But this would be straight to the fielder. He gets another wicket. 2 and 2. He gets. Janak makes an easy catch look slightly difficult. He gets 2 into. Does Prashant? He has every possibility, every chance to get a hat trick. In fact, the last chance for him. New batsman would be Don. Don who would be on strike. Rajiv on the non-striking end. 149. That was well bowled again. Om Yadav has been brilliant. He has bowled really well. Last 5 balls remaining. Don goes downtown, short of the fielder. 150 up, 150 for 7 in the 19th, 20th over. So 4 balls remaining, in which to get close to 160. Hemang is on strike. Oh, he has been cleaned up. So 3 balls remaining, 150 for 8. So 150 for 8. 3 balls remaining. So the new man would be on strike, Vicky. He has bowled brilliantly. He has got a lot of wickets today. Om Yadav. Oh, that's nicely hit. That's a great catch. And he has got the 4th wicket. Om Yadav has picked up a bag hook full of wickets. Again, he's on hat trick. 2 and 2 he has got. So 2 balls remaining and an opportunity for Om Yadav to pick up a fifer. 13 for 4 is figures read. Every chance of him getting a hat trick, or even maybe in the last ball he might get one more wicket. That's what happens in the last overs. People go for runs, and there is a player time where you can get a lot of wickets. So yes, seen of that hat trick ball. Thus Anand, the last ball, 150 for 9. Oh, that's it into the hands of the fielder. Fantastic figures for Om Yadav. He finishes off with 4 overs, 14 runs, and he has picked up 1, 2, 3, 4 wickets. The Donchroff is one. Anand Waghani remains not out on one. So 152 is what the target is. Mavericks versus Unique. Zooters presents 40 plus season 2.0, and this has been a good tournament. This is the fight for position number 3 and 4 between Mavericks and Unique. Mavericks started off brilliantly. They got 92 runs in almost 10 overs. Then after that, in the next 10 overs, they just got 60. So a kind of anticlimax to the innings. They started off brilliantly, but after that they just lost their way. And courtesy some great bowling by Om Yadav, who took 4 wickets in that latter part of the innings. In over number 11 to 20, he came into bowl and he has bowled brilliantly. 4 wickets for not more than 14-15 runs. That is brilliant stuff. Starts off with the wide. So Prashant Moria would be on the non-striking end, and it would be Anirban to open the innings. Has played with the soft hands. Good fielding there by the fielder, but he cannot stop them from going for a single. Rajiv starts off. He was brilliant in this first match when he bowled. Batted well, bowled well. Rajiv took a lot of wickets. He comes in again to take the responsibility. Prashant Moria batted so very well in the previous encounter. Comes in to open the innings. So his good batting form allows him to come and open the innings. Oh, he goes for a cracking cover drive and he misses out. Score is 2. Rajiv bowling the first over. They played with the soft hands. That's an opportunity. Prashant opens his account. The score moves on to 3 now. Both the batsmen have got one run each. Anirban is 1 of 1. Prashant is 1 of 2. Target is 152. They require somewhere around 7.5 runs per over. Need to score 152 more runs in the stipulated 20 overs. They have got 3 runs off. Well, that's played with the soft hands. And look at Prashant. He's very quick. So is Anirban. Mavericks versus Unique. Unique have got a new opening partner in form of Prashant in this match. He was playing way down in the first match, then he got promoted. Now this match he has come out to open the innings. So promotion in the batting order every match he has played. With his better performances, he has got a better position to play now. Opening the innings. That's the reason they have opted for him, because he can hit some good shots. He gets the first boundary of the innings. 8 runs on the scorecard. Score is 8. Rajiv generally bowls very good few overs. The first few overs which he bowls, generally bowls the first and the third over, then comes back again in the 11th, 12th over, and then again comes back into the final over. So 2-1-1 is generally what he bowls. Let's see what he does in this match. He's generally a very safe bowler in the power play, but he has been taken for 8 runs now. One good shot from Prashant. Let's see what happens in the last ball. Oh, that is up and over. This will race away towards a point boundary for a fantastic boundary. 12 runs on the scorecard. The score at the end of over number 1 is a dozen. They need 140 more in the 19 overs. Ryan comes in to bowl the second over. Straight to the fielder and no runs. Anirban, he got out early in the previous match. He was looking good. He will try and find boundaries. He'll try and pierce the gaps. He's 2 of 3. That's beautifully bowled. But equally well run with the single. The score moves on to 13. Anirban on 3. Prashant is on 9. He bowled hit 2 back-to-back boundaries in the last 2 balls of the first over. Well, that's outside the off stump. Wide being declared. With this wide, the score will move on to 14 now. Oh, he was beaten neck and crop. Prashant Maurya. Oh, that's a nice delivery. So twice in 2 balls he has been beaten. First of the front foot, then of the back foot. Both the times the ball was moving away. 14 without loss. We are into the second over. But that's it nicely straight to the fielder. And there's confusion. The wicketkeeper makes a mistake. 1 run would be added. The score moves on to 15 now. Yes, sure. 15 is what the score is. Good bowling in this over. He just gave away 3 runs. Ryan's last ball. Played with the soft hands. Score at the end of over number 2 is 16 for no loss. Anirban and Prashant playing good. 17 runs on the scorecard. In pursuit of 152, they have begun well. They have been beaten a couple of times while attempting some big shots against Ryan. They got 12 runs of Rajiv. Rajiv generally is a very economical bowler. Today, he has been taken for runs by Prashant. Oh, that's flick. That is up and over. The fielder will do have to go across and stop it. A couple would be added. With that couple, the score will move on to 19. One good batsman is also in the lineup, Janak. He can hit the ball very hard. Very indifferent style. He has put the bats between his legs and hits the ball really hard. 18 runs on the scorecard. Just missed the mark. The umpire was there with his hawk eyes to spot a run shot. Prashant is on 11 with two wonderful boundaries. Will he go for the third one? He just turns the ball with his wrist. 19 runs on the scorecard. Oh, that's nicely done with just to open the face. And Anand cannot stop them from going for a second run. Score is 21 now. (131 runs needed in 104 balls. Anirban is 7 of 7. Prashant is 12 of 9. Oh, that was a gift and gleefully taken. He will hit that for his first boundary. The score is 21 now. 21 without loss. Anirban getting his first boundary. The 25 without loss. Anirban is 11 of 8. Prashant is 12 of 9. That's nicely bowled. The score at the end of over number 3 is 25 without loss. Anirban is on 11. Prashant is on 12. (25 without loss. He wanted to hit hard. The ball is racing towards the square leg region. That's an inside edge. The ball will race away towards the fine leg region. Shown some intent and he's got 4 runs for it. He wanted to hit it hard. The ball took the inside of the bat and has gone towards the square leg region. Just within, through his legs, I would say. So the score is 29. 29 without loss. They need 123 more runs to win this one. 1, 2, 3 runs in the remaining 16.5 overs. Prashant looking to maximize the last over. That's outside the off stump. The score will move to 29 to 30. That's again outside the off stump. That is 2 wides. And that will take the scoring to 31 now. 31 without loss. 32 without loss. We are into the fourth over. Played with the soft and straight to the fielder. Just for a single. So 4 overs and 35 runs. They need 117 runs to win. Oh, that's nicely bowled and very well run. Don Schroff, he's a good competitor. He bowls well, he bats well, he plays cricket with a lot of passion and takes in every ball seriously. Oh, that is nicely bowled. 36 is what the score is. We are into the fifth over. They need 116 runs in the 94 balls. Don Schroff, he has started well. He's put the ball in the right areas. He does not do anything fancy, just bowls it with nice line and length. This is so very well bowled. Beautiful off break delivery. You may feel he's a bowler who does not do much, but innocuous looking bowler, he can surprise you with his good line and length and the slight turn which he gets. Good flight, and his ball gets a nice in cutter. Oh, that's again nicely bowled, but width was on offer. Slashed and slashed hard. The ball is racing towards the third man region. Good effort in. Oh, but the ball just beats him and goes for a boundary. Is it? That's a good boundary. Off the back foot into the region behind point. Width was on offer. Yeah, slashed and slashed it hard. 40 without loss. We are into the fifth over. They are racing towards the win now. They need 112 more. Oh, how did that miss the stumps? Good bowling by Don, and the ball would just trickle down to the third man boundary. 4 lucky runs, 4 byes. How did that miss the off stump? That was so very well bowled. Very, very unfortunate, Donis. 44 runs on the scorecard. So 44 runs on the scorecard. We are into the fifth over. The last ball of the fifth over. Prashant is on strike. Prashant is 21 of 18. Oh, Don gets his man. Oh my god. Don drops it. Twice he could have got the wicket, and twice Prashant is saved. Score at the end of over number 5 is 45 without loss. Exactly 9 runs per over they are, and they need 107 runs in the remaining 15 overs. 49 is what the score is. We are into the 6th over. Oh, that's shot, and that's dispatched with disdain into the square leg region for a fantastic boundary. The score is 53 now, 53 without loss. We are into the 6th over. Prashant, this is his 4th boundary, I suppose. Yes, it in fact 5 boundaries. Waiting for his first sixer. That's nicely done. On the rise into the covers, straight to the fielder just for a single. 54. We are into the 6th over. They are going at 9 runs per over. Prashant and Anirban having a good time. Both the batsmen have hit boundaries. Anirban has hit a single boundary. Prashant meanwhile has enjoyed his stay. He has hit 5 boundaries. Score is 54. Last ball of the 6th over. That's a full toss. That was a very indifferent shot. We'll wait for the umpire signal. Umpire says it has got off the bat. The score at the end of over number 6 is 55 without loss. .55 without loss at the end of over number 6. Don bowled a very good over. Last over, twice he could have got Prashant out and almost caught him, and one ball was just close to the stumps. 55 at the end of 6 overs. He wanted to play it delicately, missed out. Oh, that's right in front of the stumps. That's plump LBW. First wicket down on the score of 55. Don gets his man. So first wicket for Don, first wicket for Team Mavericks. And Janak starts off with a slog sweep. This has gone into the construction area. What a way to start. First ball sixer. This guy is a monster when it comes to big hitting. He has just enjoyed his time in this tournament. Janak starts off with a sixer. That's what I was telling. If Janak comes in, he would just go mad. And that's what he must be wondering. The bowler, Don, I've got a wicket of the second ball. The batsman would come. I would apply some pressure, get some dot balls in. Instead, the very first ball he comes and smacks it over the mid-wicket region. Slog sweep. 61 for 1. They need 91. And he cuts beautifully for a single. The score moves on to 62 now. 62 for 1. Nicely bowled. The ball is hit with soft hands. They should be going for the second one. Janak not interested. He is on strike. Last ball. He has got a sixer of the first ball he faced. He has got a single. And take my word, last ball also he'll try and go for a big one. Very unique stance he has. I told you he would be going for a big one. He cannot remain quiet. The score at the end of over number 7 is 63. Exactly 9 runs per over. 63 for the loss of the opening batsman. Prashant is on 29. Janak is on 7 of 3 balls. Yes, the UK tour of Zooters. Zooters UK Tour 2022, 25th June to 4th July. This is going to be an Crickveganza of 10 nights and 11 days of fabulous, fabulous experience. So the rates are given. All the monetary details. 7 matches of 30 overs. That's what I would be telling you. That would be a biggest attraction. 30 overs matches, and that to 7 each to be played in those 10 or 11 days would be a fantastic, fantastic experience. So cricket, cricket and only cricket in that beautiful country. You will have a few days in between, but you will have some wonderful weather. In fact, the weather of UK, that will cheat you at times, but there also would be great pleasure in playing in that weather, where you experience all 4 climates in a day. So UK tour of Zooters UK Tour 2022, 25th June to 4th July. Remember the dates, get yourself registered. The monetary details, the fees and all are there for you to see on the screen. Oh, that's nicely done. The ball is racing towards the fine leg region. That will race away for a fantastic boundary. Nice flick of his pads. What a good shot that was. That is why this guy looks so elegant when he plays the shots. That was not a bad ball. In fact, that was a good leg spinner. But good use of the wrist. Flick of the wrist, and he gets 4 runs. Prashant Maurya. He loves his bowling. He loves his fielding. And when it comes to batting, he enjoys it too. 67 for 1. Prashant is 33 of 25. This was his 6th boundary. I think he would go big. He would go for a sixer. No, instead, he respects the next ball, which is pitched in the right area. Prashant to Prashant. It's Prashant Kundnani versus Prashant Maurya. Prashant Kundnani, he may have been hit for a boundary, but he's a fantastic leg spinner. Look at his smooth, nice action. Oh, that was well bowled, but equally well pulled. What a good shot that is. That will race away towards the mid-wicket boundary. Fantastic, fantastic 4. And that would be his 7th boundary. And with that boundary, the score will move on to 71. Prashant will race on to 37. In fact, that was his 8th boundary. So of 37 runs, he has scored 32 runs in just boundaries. So this man has dealt only with boundaries. 71 for 1. They are running away with this one. The Mavericks might still win this one if they pick a lot of wickets in a jiffy. They need a wicket. In fact, more than 2. They need 2-3 wickets in the space of next 2-3 overs. But the way Janak plays, the way Prashant is looking good now, they might finish this off in 15 overs as well. Prashant Maurya, 37 of 27. That is so nicely bowled. What a shot. Even better. That will race away down the ground for a fantastic boundary. 41. He moves on and the score is 75. What a good shot. That was the best of the lot. Yeah, that was nicely bowled into the slot. And what a good shot. That was just hammered. There was long off. There was long on. Both had absolutely no chance. Good work by the cameraman. So he's a very pretty handy bowler. Is Prashant Kundnani. Has bowled some good leg spinners. But Prashant is well set. And every time you have a leg spinner, if you have a batsman who is well set, then it becomes difficult for the bowler. And he hits another boundary. Boundary after boundary. 79 runs on the scorecard now. So, boundary, dot, boundary, 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 boundary. So, 4 boundaries in space of 5 balls. That's a good hit. He has got 16 in 5 balls. Still a delivery to go. And half the runs have been chopped off. They need just 63 to win this one now. In fact, 73 in 73 balls. Oh, that was a full toss. The score at the end of over number 8 is 79 for the loss of 1 wicket. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Don bowling some good deliveries. He looks in good rhythm, but unfortunately, he has 2 batsmen who can hit very big shots. He has already got a wicket. Janak can hit big shots, and also Prashant is well set. Janak might just try and hit a sixer of this ball. Instead, he tries to sweep this one. Fantastic bowling by Don. He has picked up a wicket and he is bowling against 2 rampant batsmen. One is well set, the other one is known for his big hitting, Janak. He has smashed almost every bowler in this tournament. Goes into the covers for a single. 80 now. They need 72 runs in the remaining 11.3 overs. 72 runs needed now in 69 balls. The ball just was a little low. It didn't get up at all. That's very close. And he is out. Maybe hitting the leg stump. Don gets his man with a googly. He's a leg spinner and he bowled the wrong one this time. That may be sliding down the leg side. Look at the happiness on his face. Actually, he's an off spinner, I beg your pardon. And he bowled a ball which spun a lot. Very close. may have slide down the leg side, but maybe the right decision. Hit on the middle and leg, may have hit the leg stump. So he gets out on 45, 45 just 32 balls. That's a brilliant innings. Oh, that was a very, very agricultural shot played by. Is he safe? Yes, he is. Janak 82 for 2. Now Janak is the man who can finish his innings quickly. If they get Janak out, they will be back into this match. Team Mavericks. And for the team Uniques, if Janak stays there for maybe 3-4 overs, you might just finish this off in 16th or 17th over. And I think in the 12th or 13th over, they would take the pass search. Mihir comes into bowl. He is a good contributor. He is a great trier. Mihir Mehta. Janak trying to smash the very first ball from Mihir. So he's beaten 2-2. Mihir bowling the ball in the right areas. "70 needed in 64 balls. Oh, that's fiercely cut. The ball is racing towards the point region. Oh, just under his legs. Himang misses out with that boundary. The score moves on to 86. Mihir is not happy with the effort. Straight to the fielder and straight through him. Just a slide in different bounds. The ball just stayed low. 86 for 2. That's again hit in the same area. The same fielder this time does a great job. Cannot stop them from going for a couple of runs. 88 for 2 now. Remember, this is the same score which they were at the end of 10 overs. Almost identical. In fact, lesser. But what happened at the next 10 was different. Oh, that's a big appeal. But he was well within the crease. That's what the umpire says. The score remains on 88. The foot was still inside the crease. Look at him jump and go up and down. Last ball of Mihir's very good first over. Will Janak try and go big? He was given an invitation. Just take a single. The score at the end of over number 10 is 89 for the loss of 2 wickets. 89 for 2 at the end of 10 overs. They need 63 runs to win this one. Don has bowled well, has picked up a couple of wickets. He may have gone for 17 runs. That's very less actually. That's good bowling in fact. His third over was a brilliant one in which he got a wicket. He got Prashant. He's bowled really well. Deserves one wicket more. Probably he might get off this man. Siddhant Mahajan. .62 needed now. So very well bowled. Siddhant. Oh, that is great running by Janak. This is why I love this guy. He has a lot of energy in him. Score is 94 for 2. In fact, 92 for 2. They need 60 runs exactly to win this one. Siddhant. He goes for a big shot into the mid-wicket region. Just for a single. 93 for 2 now. Janak. Oh, that is so very well bowled. Don Schroff has bowled fantastic. Great guy he is, great character. He has bowled well against two batsmen who were going great guns. He bowled well against Prashant, got his wicket, and also he has managed to keep Janak quiet, which has not happened in this tournament. He has hit every bowler has Janak, but today he has been kept quiet by some wonderful bowling by Don Schroff. On the last ball of his spell, he hits him towards the mid wicket and gets a couple. Still, his figures are fantastic: 23 runs, 2 wickets in 4 overs. Don has done his job. 95 for 2. They need 57 in the remaining 9 overs. So 57 runs needed in the remaining 9 overs. That's outside the off stump. Mir has bowled well. He bowled a fantastic first over. Starts off with a wide. He is bowling to Siddhant Mahajan. So very close to getting a wicket was Mihir. Oh, that's nicely hit. The ball is going into the mid wicket region for a fantastic sixer. 102 for 2 into the 12th over. What a good hit that was into the mid wicket region. Siddhant getting his first sixer. They need 50 more now. 50 more to win in the remaining 8.4 overs. Make it 49 more. It's the ball into the mid wicket region. The score moves on to 104. Now 104 for 2. They need 48 runs in the remaining 8.3 overs. And take my word, Janak will go bang bang now. He will not wait. He'll try and hit Mihir out of the attack. Mihir is a very good bowler. He has not given him any chance to hit. Oh my god, you cannot be doing that. Twice has happened in Mihir's over. His fielders have let him down. First it was Hemang, and now the fielder in the long off does the cardinal mistake of letting the ball go when it was just a single. Not hard hit as well, just a straight push down the ground. And it was a regulation take. Just that low bounce defeating him. With the single, the score moves on to 110, 109. One more ball remaining. One 1-0 for 2 at the end of 12 overs. So 42 runs in the remaining 8 overs. Anand comes into bowl against Siddhant. Siddhant has started hitting some big shots. Oh, that kept low. Tried the off spinner. Oh, that was flighted down the leg side. 111 for 2 now. First it was a short one, then the ball was flighted. He tries to bowl the quicker ones, then he tries to bowl the flighted ones. Off break bowler goes for a quicker one and misses out again completely. 111 for 2. Will the Nelson strike? Will we get the third wicket? And he got the Nelson strikes. We get the third wicket. straight to the fielder just for a single. So that would be two no balls. In fact, no plus one. That would be 2 runs added to the total. 114 now. 43 runs needed in 44. But this is a smack. And this has gone just up and over the ropes. 120 for 3 now. Sagar starting off in style. Very strong bowler he is. And with the bat in his hand, he can smack a few. 120 for 3. He will go again, will Sagar. Oh, he goes into the cover. This is a cracking shot. The fielder somehow manages to stop this one. Score at the end of over number 13 is 121 for 3. They need 31 in the remaining 7 overs. They might just finish this off in the next 2.5 overs or 2.3 overs. That's nicely bowled, nicely tapped for a single. With the single, the score will move on to 122. They need 30 runs. Janos goes big. No one's going to stop this one. This will race away. In fact, he manages and just tips it over. With this boundary, the score moves on to 126, 126 for 3. This was hit hard. It was towards the right, maybe 10 meters or so. He managed to get close to the ball. See, he ran very well, went close to the ball, did all the right thing, did all the hard work. But at the end, just popped out of his hands. 126. He won't need much time to finish this one now. They need 26. He might finish this in just maybe 2 overs, not more than that. That's nicely bowled. 127 for 3 now. They're appealing for it. May have just brushed his pads. 25 runs needed in the next 38 balls. Aye. Score will move to 128 now. They need just 24 runs now. Janak is on strike. Will he go big on the last ball? Generally, batsmen don't. They don't take chances. Janak is a different breed. Janak goes for a big shot but misses out. Don was almost there. The ball will swivel and will go to a third man boundary, a fortuitous boundary. 132 for 3. He wanted to hit it in the mid wicket. Very well bowled by Ryan. But fortune favoring the Brave. Off break. Completely beaten he was. And with this boundary, the score moves on to 132. Janak, he was playing well, but he has not been that fluent as he was in the previous two matches. They need 20 runs to win this one. Janak needs 17 for his boundary. Sagar has hit a sixer and he's 10 of just 6 balls. "20 needed in the next 6 overs. Oh, he stopped, stuttered and bowled and he hit it for a massive. Well, that's a no ball. In fact, I thought it must have disappeared somewhere. No ball. Just missed the ball. Gets an opportunity. 133 for 3. Oh, that's a no ball. That was a free hit. That wouldn't have mattered. They are missing out some on easy balls. Anand. Sagar is 10 of 8. His bowling is legs off spinners. That was nicely flighted, but the shot, what a shot that is. Nicely swept. 137 for 3. They are racing in to win this one now. 15 needed. He tries to go big, instead gets an under edge. Even this will race away towards the boundary. Will it cross the ropes? No, it won't. That would be 2 walked runs. "139. I don't think we'll go to the second over itself. He will try and finish off this in the 15th over. 12 to win in 3 balls. Make it 11. In fact, now 12 to win. 12 to win in 3 balls. He might just hit 2 sixes to finish this one. Or Anand might get a wicket because Sagar is trying to hit every ball. He has bowled well, Anand. That's what I was talking about. He might go big, but in the process loses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times juggled and he gets out. That was a free hit. So I just missed out. That was so very short. Hits it into the square leg region for a single. 142 now. They need 10 more. So I thought they would try and finish off in this. They got a lot of balls also to do that. Oh, that's a wonderful shot, up and over, but this will be caught this time. The shot selection was good, the execution wasn't. The score at the end of 15 overs is 142 for the loss of Sagar now. They just need 10 in the remaining 30 balls. Om Yadav gets the chance to go and score some runs. 10 needed in the next 30 balls. So Janak, he would be on strike. He's 34 of 22. They need 10 to win. So Janak has already got a 50 in this tournament. In fact, 2. Might not get the third one because he does not have that many runs in the bank. Just 10 needed. So no possibility of him getting that 50 from here on. Oh, that's an outside edge. The ball goes for a single into that short third man region. Om Yadav, he races in to get the strike. He wants to play some shots with the bat in his hand. It's it up and over, just short of the fielder over there. A good way to start. They need 8 more. Vicky, 8 runs in 28 balls. Will Janak hit a big monster? A full toss being dispatched into the square leg region. Just 2 needed now. Zuta's presence 40 plus. In fact, they need 4 more. 1 hit away they are from the victory. Will Janak finish this off with a sixer? If he knows, he will try and do that. He tries and goes for a big one. And he gets a boundary. So Janak finishes in 2 consecutive boundaries. And they win this one with 4.2 overs to spare.